And the animal carrying it is standing in a rainforest in northern Australia right now, and it already heard you coming before you saw it. The cassowary is the most dangerous bird on Earth. Not the most aggressive, not the largest, the most dangerous, which is a specific distinction that comes down entirely to one thing attached to its foot. That claw on its inner toe measures up to 12 centimeters and is shaped like a dagger, straight, rigid, and coming toward you at the end of a kick that delivers more force than a professional boxer's full power punch. If you have ever been punched hard enough to feel it in your bones, the cassowary kick delivers that feeling multiplied and concentrated through a point the width of a blade. This is the animal. This is the weapon it carries. And 66 million years ago, its ancestors were doing the same thing to creatures that outweighed them by several tons. Cassowary. Most people see the feathers, the colors, the strange helmet on its head, and they think bird. What they're actually looking at is a direct descendant of the theropod dinosaurs, the same lineage that produced Velociraptor, running the same biological software on updated hardware. The Velociraptor you have seen in films was about the size of a turkey. The cassowary standing in front of you is closer to 180 centimeters tall, weighs up to 85 kilograms, and is looking directly at you with eyes that have been looking at things like you for longer than your species has existed. The claw is the first thing that connects it back to what it came from. The Velociraptor used its inner toe claw not to slash, but to pin, holding prey against the ground or against its own body while it applied force elsewhere. The cassowary uses its claw the same way, driving it forward and downward with the full momentum of a kick that starts from a leg built for speed, not for standing still. Imagine your entire body weight transferred through a point the size of a blade tip moving at the speed of a closing car door. That is the cassowary kick, delivered to soft tissue. There are documented fatalities from cassowary attacks on humans, and in every case, the attack lasted less than 3 seconds. 3 seconds is about how long it takes you to read the previous sentence. Now, the helmet. The cassowary carries a hollow keratin structure on top of its head called a casque that can reach up to 18 centimeters in height. Scientists have been studying it for decades, and they still do not have a definitive answer for what it does. The leading theory is that it functions as a receiver for infrasound, frequencies so low that the human ear cannot detect them, allowing the cassowary to communicate across dense rainforest at wavelengths that travel through solid vegetation without losing signal. This means that right now, in forests across New Guinea and northern Australia, cassowaries are having conversations at frequencies your ears are physically incapable of detecting. You have been in conversations you could not hear. Imagine standing in a room where everyone around you is speaking clearly and directly to each other, and your ears are simply not built to receive the frequency they are using. That is the cassowary's daily acoustic environment, except in reverse. It is the one whose receiver works. The gut comes next, and this is where the cassowary stops being merely dangerous and starts being ecologically irreplaceable. The cassowary eats fruit that would kill you, not mildly unpleasant fruit, fruit with compounds that would cause organ failure in a human digestive system at the quantities the cassowary consumes daily. It processes these fruits, extracts the nutrition, survives the chemical compounds that the fruit evolved specifically to deter animals from consuming them, and then deposits the seeds intact across the rainforest floor in its droppings. Some of these trees have seeds so large that the cassowary is the only animal in the ecosystem with a digestive tract wide enough to swallow them whole. Without the cassowary, those tree species cannot reproduce, and without those trees, the sections of rainforest they anchor begin to structurally change within a single generation. One bird, one digestive system, an entire forest depending on whether it ate breakfast. Now, the reproduction. And this is where the cassowary does something that, if a human family attempted it, would be the subject of significant social concern. The female cassowary is larger than the male, more brightly colored, and controls the territory. She selects the male, mates with him, lays a clutch of 3 to 5 large green eggs, and then leaves. not temporarily, not to find food in return. She leaves to find another male and do it again, sometimes producing multiple clutches with multiple males in a single season. Imagine leaving the hospital after giving birth, going home and finding 3 other people have moved in to raise the child while you went to start a new family elsewhere. That is the cassowary reproductive model, and the male is the one left holding everything. The male incubates the eggs alone for 50 days. During those 50 days, he loses up to a third of his body weight because he barely leaves the house. For a human male, that would be the equivalent of losing roughly 25 kilograms while not leaving the house for 7 weeks because you refuse to leave a task unfinished. After the eggs hatch, the male raises the chicks alone for 9 months. The chicks are born with brown and cream striped camouflage, a pattern that matches the rainforest floor light filtering effect so precisely that you could be looking directly at a chick and not see it. The male guards them through this period against anything that approaches, and given what his body carries on its feet, anything that approaches has a very specific problem. The cassowary is not a bird that evolved to fill a comfortable niche. It evolved to fill a gap that nothing else could fill, doing things that no other animal in its ecosystem is built to do, using a body that should, by all reasonable expectation, belong to a different geological era. The velociraptor lineage did not end 66 million years ago. It updated its hardware, kept its weapons, learned to process poison, built a communication system no human instrument detected recently, and handed all parental responsibility to the male. And it is still out there right now, in a rainforest that needs it, carrying a claw that proves where it came from, eating things that would end you, hearing things you will never hear, and raising the